Hello to my Cancers. Cancers, this is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with your general reading. Let's get right into it, Cancers. Let's go. See what's in your cards. This reading is for the 23rd of June, which the moon will be in Gemini, and I'll give you the questions for that. If you all have been with me for quite some time, you know we had questions, and I kind of sort of give you the questions. Sometimes I don't give you the questions, but there's always questions for readings, right? So I'm going to give you the questions this time, and through the 30th of June. So it's going to take us out to the end of the month. So thank you for joining me. If you're interested in a personal reading, text me 202-460-3205. I will open up my calendar very soon. Happy birthday to my Cancers. I did announce that it was a winner for the book giveaway. And the book is titled The Lost Book of Herbal Remedies. It's an excellent book. I have a copy myself. Excellent book. I will try to announce another giveaway. I think I'm going to give away a gemstone. The next giveaway, I will try to give away for this. I'll try to do a giveaway for this reading. So if I do announce it, let me get into your reading. So let me start out with the questions. First, let's set the tone for your reading. So like I said, this is for the 23rd through the 30th of June. Okay. Even though these readings are timeless, the moon is now in Gemini. So the parts of the body that it affects would be your shoulders, your arms, your hands, your bronchial tubes, your lungs. That affects your heart chakra, right? So you're now making some connections. Whom's connected to whom? Other people are starting to connect by your communication with people and how you communicate. People are making connections, but okay, who knows whom, who's in relationship with whom. People are start making connections with things, right? I honor each day with gratitude. So somebody is grateful that people are starting to hear you, how you connect, how you communicate, who's connected to whom, who loves whom, how people love, all of those things, right? How you learn, who's taking short trips with whom, because remember, Gemini rules third house, right? Third house is all about early education, intelligence, sibling interaction, logic, reason, communication skills, short trips, hobbies. So somebody is really learning, people are starting to learn how you communicate, how you receive messages, how you process messages, how information travels, who's been in the same shoes that you've been in, who's been in the same circles you've been in, who believes the same things you believe, those kind of things. People are starting to process, like, oh, okay, they know this person. They connected based on how you communicate, how you communicate, who you communicate with. If you have a platform, so, the things that you like on social media. So like if you're on platforms like Facebook, or X, which used to be called Twitter, or Instagram, you're seeing some of the same names pop up. You all are seeing what you have in common with people. So 666, personal responsibility. It's time to reflect. This number can have very negative connotations to some, but your angels it's actually a very powerful reminder to stop focusing on the material world so much. It's a strong message from your angels to take personal responsibility in your own life and ask yourself in all areas, what do I need to do differently? Sit quietly and reflect on this question today, right? It's a 666. So some energies also, usually when you see 666, like the mark of the beast, like, demonizing people, right? People may have demonized you, right? But also looking at it too, like maybe you may have held on to some things, maybe too long yourself, and like how you communicate, like maybe holding on to something, so tight, seeing how other people communicate, right? There's no judgment there at all. Like some people may need you to just come right out and say stuff, like hold them by their shoulder. Y'all know how some family members are. You need just to hold them by their shoulder, stop them and say, okay, communicate. So here are the questions for the moon in Gemini. First question is, do you feel there's an area in your life in need of radical change, like your work, your relationships, well-being, your home life? Second question is, what is getting in the way of you changing your story? The third question is, how could you inject more childlike curiosity into your life? And then fourth question is, who are the 5 people you could get in touch with who could help you on your journey, right? And if you don't have 5 physical people, like books, maybe you can read. Uh, and y'all see cards up here now. Are there strangers or people that you feel like, maybe you can kind of uh, talk to people and kind of sort of ask people advice? So, yeah, like y'all are high priestess energies at different stages, and you kind of get a feeling, you kind of get a feel for energies and kind of like ask questions, roundabout kind of questions. And especially if you have a platform and you can kind of like ask people, questions or whatever. But some energies have tried to put a mark of a beast on you, like demonize you in some way, shape, form, or fashion. And so sources like, you're not going to let that go. You're not going to let that pass. And part of it is because somebody may have been holding something in and something has just been growing and growing. See this number 6 right here? Something has just been growing and growing and growing. And so you're not letting people demonize you. So something is a triple rebirth that's happening here now. Like people always wonder, why didn't you say something sooner? Why didn't Cancer, whether you're a man or woman, why didn't Cancer say something sooner? So those 4 questions may help you to kind of sort of flip a switch. Gemini, we started out this cycle in Gemini. We're coming up on a new moon in, Cancer, and your sign Cancer. You all are a hermit, not hermit, but your symbol is the crab, right? So I feel like you're going into your shell, but I see how you're processing things, right? And in your processing things, what I'm getting, and this is very positive for you all, what I'm getting, the energy I'm getting, the downloads that I'm getting for you all, is that somebody is really not a gossipy person. And that's a compliment to you all, actually. I feel like you all are not really a gossipy zodiac sign. Um, I feel like I understand Cancers very well, that you all are really not a gossipy sign. I feel like Cancer is kind of sort of speaking code almost. I feel like you say what you mean, and y'all know what I'm saying. Like, you know what I'm saying. Anyway, so those are the questions. So if you want to write those down, and I'll mention the questions again throughout the reading, right? Yeah, some energies were determined to bring some kind of darkness out of you, like by talking about music. See this woodwind instrument here? Some energies are determined to bring a darkness out of you and enlighten other people. Almost like be your voice piece, like be your mouthpiece. They were determined to bring some kind of darkness out of you, but it's some kind of a buildup to demonize you by making it seem like something was all fun and games. Like they were having, like talking about romance, they were talking about creativity, talking about children, talking about projects, fun, self-expression, hobbies. They were trying to bring some kind of toxic masculinity out of you. They were talking about like self-expression, hobbies, what makes you feel good. And water speaks to your sacral chakra. So the conversation could have been around, sexual in nature. So any 3 of those topics, the energy was trying to talk about, right? But they went back and enlightened other people about it to demonize you. So that should be an energy for you. There should be no more conversation for them, period. So adjust your crown. That would be a lesson that you learn. The moon in Gemini. Gemini is ruled by Mercury. Mercury is a messenger planet. You should get a message so loud and clear when you're dealing with those types of energies who are disingenuous, that they're familiar spirits. You should be so familiar with those types of spirits by now that don't come in peace. They actually come in war, because they only came to become familiar with what they heard about you, and that was it. So honor each day with gratitude. They heard lies about you and took it and ran with it. Let's see if a lie that we heard was true. That was it. Let's come collect some more information, and so we can grow that information. And that's it. That's it. But here's the thing about becoming enlightened. with something around your romantic life, your creativity, your children, your projects, your fun, your self-expression, your hobbies, what makes you feel good. You're already high vibrational. So anything that these energies try to demonize, pushed it right back. Here's the Queen of Swords here. Yeah. Again, because you're high vibrational. So when you're talking to them or about them, it's always high vibrational. It's high vibrational. They came in seeing you as competition. You didn't come in seeing them as competition at all. There's nothing to talk about. So you putting your feelings to the side. There's nothing to talk about. Feelings to the side. They saw you as competition. They chose to believe a lie about you or lies about you. Somebody thought you were running away from something. What were you running away from? No. Mm-mm. You're not running away from anything. You know how to be. You're conservative with your time. Something about your 10th house, your career, your life goals, your achievement, your public image, father aspect of things, masculine energy, social status, fame, or whatever. Somebody, I don't know what somebody does for a living, because that's what 10th house is all about. Somebody has learned how to be conservative with their time when it comes to those things, possibly because you've dealt with that before. People try to highlight those areas only to find out certain things, but say, I don't know what you do. Somebody could be in a high level position wherever you work right now, and people have tried to use things against you. So yeah, honor each day with gratitude. People may have tried to demonize an area of your life. I'll give somebody an example of what I'm talking about. So we talk about um, um, fifth house, right? Let's say fifth or sixth house, right? When people are trying to be very meticulous and very detailed and demonizing you, seeing you as competition from the start. Your health, your work habits, daily routines, fitness, your pets, service to others, diet, spiritual practices, or anyway, coming in as just seeing you as competition from the start, right? Trying to exhaust you or find, trying to find a lie somewhere, music, because we see a woodwind instrument or whatever, right? Um, something about, I'm seeing a flute in someone saying this could be a flute or a clarinet or something, I guess. The solar plexus chakra developed between the ages of 15 through 21, right? But this also speaks to auric layer, right? There are books out here that could back this up. Books. I can give y'all some book titles that could back this up. Of like when solar plexus chakra is developed, heart chakra is developed, what is this, root chakra is developed, and all the other chakras are developed. I can give y'all book titles. And I would have the book titles on my table. That's why I would put book titles on my table. Somebody was so determined to bring out the darkness in you because of what they heard about you, they could have cared less about what you had to say. Just being ruthless. All somebody heard was that you were just a garden tool. That's it. That's it. Here's the King of Swords. Somebody heard you was running from something, and that's it. So here's a Five of Swords here. Five of Swords energy is mind games. Somebody was like starting at Five of Swords. So y'all have the questions, right? So questions again, do you feel there's an area in need of radical change, like your work, your relationships, well-being, or home life? Second question would be, what is getting in the way of you changing your story? How could you inject more childlike curiosity? And then also, who are the 5 people you could get in touch with that could help you on your journey? Yeah. Yeah, here's a devil card. Yeah. When people are committed to demonizing you, so write the questions down. You all can write the questions down. Here's the Four of Wands here. Um, looks like looking at your cards here, what you and somebody have in common is that people played mind games. They were committed to using your words against you, keeping you stuck at number 5 by like before 5 there's this 4, 3, 2, and 1. So some energies looks like they were familiar with 4 of Swords, 3 of Swords, 2 of Swords, 1 or Ace of Swords, right? Familiar with other people, but had not heard anything directly from you, like in detail, in depth, right? So some energies had already made up their mind about you before they even talked to you, whoever these energies are. And that's why you have the Devil card in the Major Arcana. Devil card symbolizes, I feel like this is people on your job. So somebody has either a new job coming up or your love life. So somebody has a new love coming across their path. But something about their body language would have like given you some kind of like judgmental look. You would have, as a Cancer, you would have gotten a feeling about something. That's why I'm saying this right here. You're honoring each day with gratitude because somebody is really honoring their gifts. I'm talking about you, Cancer. You would have had a feeling that you were being judged in some way, shape, form, or fashion, that you had already been talked about, demonized. That's a strength of your gift, Cancer, is that you all know when you're in spaces where even if people are talking about, even if you all are trying to make a connection of things that you may have in common with people, like this person is holding up a woodwind instrument, even if you are talking about things, just by people saying or like like just the sounds that they make or words that they say or facial expressions, and you all get a feeling what people shifty eye movement, all that kind of stuff. You know, here we have 5 of Pentacles here. Yeah, some energies did not want you to be a part of something. People, yeah, people get a feeling. People know when people are playing mind games. People know. Yeah, some people did not. Somebody has had that feeling since they were younger. When you know, people, yeah, you know. So, but I feel like where you are now, looking at your cards here, somebody is at a 9 of Pentacles, meaning 9 of Pentacles is, this is why somebody could be independent, independently wealthy, and now you can put the past behind you. Now you can put the past behind you. You can finally just put the past behind you. Yeah, because these energies have worked really, they put a lot of energy into talking to people, playing all these mind games, telling lies, making these comparisons. Yeah, whoever this is hmm. Yeah, so you have some good, like I said, you're honoring each day with gratitude. You're honoring each day with gratitude. You're this kind of sort of whoever you are, you're actually speaking to what is it? What is it? What's the saying? Humans rejection is God's protection from something. So you got a lot of money coming to you. Yeah, you and somebody have a lot of money coming to you. It's something you don't want to be a part of at all. Yeah, because you were able. This reminds me of another reading I did. It's something you absolutely just as determined as people were determined to keep you out of something. You are equally as determined to not want to be a part of something. Yeah. See this six right here? Something resonates so deeply, it goes back like 3 generations here for you. That's what somebody is picking up. Like it goes back generations for you of like somebody's either family, like in something being demonized. Hmm. Yeah, here's the Ten of Swords here. And I see you thriving. I see you thriving. So yeah, you can't somebody can't play mind games with you. Whoever you are, somebody cannot they can't play mind games with you. You and somebody else. Mm-mm. Yeah, here's the Two of Wands here. Even if they would split you and somebody apart, they still can't play mind games with you. Something is so deep within you and someone, they can't play mind games with you. Yeah. I feel like somebody has a low vibrating Leo. Now, high vibrating Leos, just so we're crystal clear, is very different than a low vibrating Leo. So if you have a high vibrating Leo in your life, great. High vibrating Leos are a lot of fun, okay? A lot of fun. Not that they need my endorsement, they just fun. They are a lot of fun to be around. Um, just low vibrating people in general are, just send prayers. But high vibrating Leos are a lot of fun to be around. If y'all ever watch my Leo channel, the videos, they are really a lot of fun to be around. And I know people have had differences with every zodiac sign, but just fire signs in general, high vibrational, are just a lot of fun. Whoever this energy is, um, somehow they saw you as competition the moment you walk through the door. You and your person walk through the door. It could be you and your boyfriend or girlfriend, you and your husband or wife, you and your whoever you and your person was. It could be you and your child, adult child, you and your partner, whomever. They saw y'all as competition from very, very beginning, right? Not cool. Just straight up demonized you. They like say they judge whatever organization that you're in. And I would say everybody is a part of an organization. Um, if you're on the job, you're a part of an organization. As far as secret, every organization has a secret. Believe it or not, every organization has a secret. Everybody don't know every secret within the organization. So people overdo that as well. But something was done to keep you and someone apart, from each other. And something was done behind your back while you must have been on travel, um, intentionally. And so, yeah, here's a Hierophant card here. And so I'm talking to you talking to your fourth house, something to demonize your family, your home life, your sense of security, your ancestry, your self-care, your traditions, your inner emotions, your maternal figures, your pets. In other words, if you're a man or woman, something to just demonize your nurturing energy, basically, just to demonize your nurturing energy. And it was ruthless, almost like to take that nurturing spirit out of you. So I'll speak to men first. So if you're a guy who is a very nurturing guy, and let's say because we see a new and exuberant love coming across your path, right? Something was done behind your back to almost make you feel like it's wrong to be caring and nurturing in a relationship. Like you have to be ruthless. Like you have to be extra, mean spirited in a situation, like you were baited into something, like it's something is wrong with you expressing your emotions. It's just very toxic. Somebody was determined to bring some kind of ruthlessness out of you. If you're a woman, same thing, right? But a light for you as a high priestess came on while you were in hermit mode. The 5 of Pentacles lets me know. Usually on the 5 of Pentacles, it's snow, which is a form of water. So there was an organization that was standing behind this ruthless act. So there was a lot of money behind this. Somebody had a key, so something was planted. 9, and then 10. Water is also reflective. That's also snow too. So water is reflective. So what's reflected today would be like a camera. If you had next door neighbors or something. But somebody was pulled into something. Somebody was dragged into something. And something has just been a nightmare. It has just been a nightmare. For people to even think about, it's just been a complete nightmare. And that's what a lot of people looks like they have in common. So, alrighty. So, 6, 5. So it looks like you are the Queen of Wands here. Looks like you were determined to do your own shadow work, um, and get some air, and then maybe talk about some things. So it looks like you're the high vibrational one sitting here, putting your emotions to the side. It's like you honor each day with gratitude. Looks like you've gone down a rabbit hole of some things. Looks like you're so you can finally put the past behind you. That's what it looks like in the cards here, like a light turned on for you. Here's the 8 of Pentacles here. I'm seeing multiple streams of income. It looks like you are also the Queen of Pentacles here. Looks like you have multiple streams of income here. I'm seeing multiple streams of income coming your way. Here's the King of Pentacles here. And I feel like somebody is a loner. I feel like you are a loner. There could be a reason why you and somebody could be a loner. Like why you kind of sort of keep to yourself. You and somebody could kind of keep to yourself. This new love here, looking at your cards here. So if you're already in a relationship with somebody, then y'all could be loners already. But if you're not in a relationship with somebody, you could be waiting. Like you have a window of opportunity open for you. So somebody could have a new love coming across their path, and you could meet this person on your job. You can meet this person in your friendship circle or friendship group or whatever it is. But this person, like you, is high vibrational as well. They're smart like you are too. They also people that play mind games on them. They're thriving like you are. They're waking up from some nightmares too. In terms of wealth, in terms of like riches, they may have multiple streams of income as well. They're down to earth and quite relatable, just like you are. They're I don't say kind of they're a loner too. They've had to be because of this. People talk, doing stuff behind their back too. You and somebody have so much in common, whoever you are, if you're by yourself, that you can finally put the past behind. You don't even have to lament over the past anymore. You can finally put the past behind you and continue honoring each day with gratitude. You're free. You're free from something. Yeah, something has come full circle for you. I'm seeing the Saturn return for you here. Yeah. Something for you, Cancer, looking at your cards here, and hopefully everybody got a chance to write the questions down, because something for you has caused you to flip a switch. Like something has turned you off, like, a switch on the wall, like when you turn the light off. Something has just like, okay, something has turned you off, like completely turned you off, um, because of what was done behind your back. Um, with some energies. Um, and this is people that you considered as family. Family could be blood relatives or not blood relatives. Just like completely just demonizing some energies during um, a Saturn return here. The what was I getting ready to say? Yeah, so somebody's walking away from something. Yeah, somebody's walking away from something. Yeah. Somebody's tossing something into a burning bowl and walking away. Now seeing something in hindsight. Yeah. Mm-hmm. This is where the personal responsibility comes in here, the Ten of Wands here. Somebody's just learning how to adapt to something. Yeah. Seeing something from a higher frequency. Ten of Wands connects us with Sagittarius, which rules ninth house. Right. We're not talking about a Sagittarius. Sagittarius just happens to rule ninth house. Ninth house is about like higher education, philosophy, law, religion, travel, ethics, morals, personal beliefs, spiritual beliefs. I feel like somebody could, somebody was, instead of somebody kind of like walking around with the feeling like they had the weight of the world on their shoulders, somebody could have like maybe unpacked some things, maybe for some people, instead of maybe letting people feel like they had the weight of the world on their shoulders. Maybe somebody could have unpacked some things, so maybe helped somebody carry some the weight. So that's what I'm seeing here. This is what I'm seeing here in your cards. But yeah, for somebody, you do have new love coming across your path. And this is nice. This is really, really nice. And I do see you all traveling together. I do see you all possibly somebody moving in together. Possibly. Um, Somebody saw that you were thriving just by yourself. Like that you're not a person that plays mind games. Like something that for you is a turn off, is a complete and total mind. Playing mind games is a turn off for you. People using your words against you is a mind turn off for you. And so I do see you waking up from whatever's has been a nightmare for you. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. That is what I'm seeing. Yeah. I'm trying to see if there's anything else. So again, for those of you all who want the questions, do you feel there's an area of your life in need of radical change, like your work, your relationship, well-being, or home life? Second question is, what's getting in the way of you changing your story? Third question is, how could you inject more childlike curiosity into your life? Fourth question is, who are the 5 people who you can get in touch with, who could help you on your journey? Yeah. Yeah. Something. Yeah. So yeah, it looks like your love language could be different from someone else's. Something is starting out with a Queen of Wands here. This is a Leo, whoever it is. So something in you and a Leo story are not, y'all, something where y'all are clashing in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Something having to do with music or an instrument, or I don't even know what this is. Um, Traveling, or I don't know who it is you need to talk to, but somebody you talking to, something about moving, or I don't know. That's something somebody may need to pray about, because it looks like y'all. It looks like you and somebody may have a difference in something. Something around fifth house. Something around, romance or creativity or children or projects or fun or self-expression or hobbies or what makes you feel good. This could be somebody's family member. Hmm. If somebody was determined to bring some kind of like, darkness out of you or enlighten people about something or whatever, but it looks like somebody you talk to. You may have felt like they turned their back on. I don't know. I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is, but hmm. Message from your ancestors. So I see you praying about something, but you have the gift of clairvoyance. You're seeing something clearly. It's time to expand your brand. Make room for a new blessing. Your enemy's plan backfired. Yeah. It's time to open your vault door. It's you versus you. That's the energy I'm picking. I don't. This reading is kind of weird because I'm seeing something. Mm, this five of pentacles here. Somebody left you and somebody out of something. Mm. All I can say, looking at your cards here, is you knowing your worth, you and somebody knowing your worth and going where you're appreciated and not where you're tolerated. Yeah. Something has just been a complete turn off for you, Cancer. Yeah. Yeah, something has come to light for you. Your turn. So you're completely turned off. Yeah, so somebody either demonized you in your if okay, what am I picking up here? So somebody did this to your spouse or your partner or significant other. If your family did this to your spouse or your partner or significant other, or even your kids, something has completely turned you off from them. You are who they prayed for. Yeah, you are who they prayed for. So yeah, somebody misses you. Yeah, so somebody misses you. Yeah, it's almost like yeah, I'll leave that part out of the reading. Yeah. Mm-mm. All right. Yeah, something was definitely done behind your back. Something was done behind your back. But anyway, I see you honoring each day with gratitude. Yep. That's why I'm saying the enemy's playing backfired. It's you versus you. There's no competition here. No competition here. A Leo did something. A low vibrating Leo did something to you. That's just the end of the reading. You can put a manhole cover over the past. I just you all are ruled by the moon. They are ruled by the sun. You um you and two other people were demonized, and that's just that. So I can't. It's no debate. See, And I'm shuffling the cards. Y'all can see me shuffling the cards. You don't need to do anything to be more worthy. You're valuable regardless of your circumstances. You always have been, always will be. It's not up for debate. That's the energy I'm picking up on. I mean, like I said, high vibrating Leos are a lot of fun to be around. Somebody's not dealing with a high vibrating Leo. That's what this is. If this was a low vibrating Cancer, I would say the same thing. Somebody's dealing with an energy who does not like you. I'm trying to just be 100 on here. They heard some stuff about you and they chose to believe a lie. That's it. That's that, and that's all. Authenticity attracts. Being authentic attracts the right people and repels the wrong ones. When you stay true, you naturally filter out those who don't align with your path. So stay true. The need for validation for others is an illusion. You are not responsible for how others perceive you, but it is your responsibility to stay true to yourself. Mm-hmm. Yep. These are family members and their kids. These are family members and their kids who looks like mistreated possibly you and your kids, or your parents and their kids, or something like this. The reason I know that because the world card is Saturn, and Saturn is an outer planet. It's a generational planet. So Neptune, Saturn, Neptune, Uranus, and Pluto are generational planets. These are generational planets. So something has been going on for generations. You're just breaking a generational curse. That's it. You're closing out a cycle. It wouldn't matter what zodiac sign it is. Something you picked up on while you were in hermit mode. This is not even something. That's why you can just go ahead and move on. That's why you can go ahead and move on. Somebody wants you to bend to their will, Cancer, and you are not doing it. That would be like me as a reader saying, go back into a lion's den. Why would I send somebody back into a lion's? That wouldn't even make any sense. Absolutely not. Don't hide. Dare to dream big. Remind yourself that everything is possible. Don't hide your talents and abilities, but use them to build your world. It's just that somebody's true feelings about you has been exposed. That's it. That's it, and that's all. No matter how high you speak of some people, if they don't like something about you, it's going to eventually come out. And something came out during the Saturn return. You went through some major. I saw this on social media recently. And I've heard this term a lot. Some people, as long as you're not doing as good as they are, if you're doing less than what they're doing or their kids are doing, then, oh, it's all clapping and cheering. Or, oh, that's cute, that's good. But as soon as you or your kids are doing better, then it's a problem. It's demonized. And it's all out war from there. It's not a war from your side. You still want them to do well. But that's where the line in the sand is drawn. And that's where it's a wrap. You're not hiding from anybody. For what? So yeah, you're turned off. They don't want you to do better. They don't want you to do better. And they go so far as to demonize you and want you to take some personal responsibility. Yep. You're taking personal responsibility on the light side of 6. Because when somebody goes back, see the other side of the devil card is also the God card, right? That's somebody's having a total recall. This is where Chiron here. This is Chiron here, right? 5 of Pentacles here. Somebody's family members have done everything they could possibly do, looking at your cards, to leave you and your either parents out or a parent out of things. So this is generational. So no, you're not. Nope. Knight of Cups. That's how you're gonna save yourself. Yep. So Knight of Cups energy. The devil is in the details. You've awakened. You've had a Kundalini experience or a spiritual awakening. However long it took you to wake up to some kind of activity, you at least awaken. And remember, a snake does have a spine, right? However, it's taken for you to awaken. Remember on that medical symbol, right? It's two snakes on that medical symbol. But somebody may need medical attention. Somebody may have needed medical attention, right? Being around some energies. You could have needed medical attention. You may have had to see a therapist being around medical energies. Somebody may have needed to see a doctor from drinking or having some physical health or mental health issues being around certain energy. Some energies just determined to bend you to their will, constantly making people feel low. Like they have the key to your vault door. No, you leave those energies outside of your vault door. Leave them outside of your vault door. You've awakened to something. Five of Swords. Yeah, bullies. Nope. That is what I have for you. You're not hiding from anything. So they don't have to bring out they don't have to bring out a dark side of you. Not at all. No, they don't need to bring out a dark side of you. Yeah. Here's the Ten of Wands. You're very responsible. You and somebody have very responsible energies. They don't need to bring out a dark side of you. Somebody had to demonize you and someone else to try to bring a dark side of you. No. Seven of Swords. No, if anything, it backfired. Something backfired. So somebody, Seven of Swords talks about somebody said you either stole something or you betrayed somebody or you were, y'all know what the Seven of Swords mean. Anyway, something is closed out. Something is closed out. So congratulations to you all. Something is closed out, Cancer. You have you and somebody are, quite responsible. Energies were trying to make you responsible for something, whoever this energy is, whoever this Leo is. And like I said, I can't reiterate enough. I feel like I'm talking to some high vibrating Cancers here. Somebody was dealing with a low vibrating Leo because this is the leading card here. And just somebody who low vibrating. It doesn't have to be their sun sign. It could be somewhere else in their birth chart. Um, but somebody saw you as competition. So as far as your fifth house, we can look up fifth house and what that means. I already read it off. As far as your fifth house, in terms of your romantic life, they saw you as competition. In terms of what you created, if you created a business for yourself, they saw that as competition. In terms of your children, they saw that as competition. Or if you don't have children, if you're an educator, they saw you how you educate, or a step parent, they saw that as competition. In terms of your projects that you created in the workplace, they saw everything you do in your fifth house, they saw that as competition. But they were being shady about it, like it was all fun and games. You know, anything somebody said that you did, they saw that as competition. Oh, I was able to do this, and I had less than they had. Everything was a competition, but they had to go find out from other people instead of talking directly to you. So by the time they talked to you, they had already gotten some bits and pieces of information. So when they talked to you, they made it seem like if something was like I said, there's nothing else you need to say to this energy. Whoever these energies are, nothing else you need to say. Just go ahead and ground yourselves. It's definitely not the type of energy looking at your cards here, that you would befriend or be in a romantic relationship with, or even hang out with at lunch for work. These are familiar spirits. They get a little bit of information to get to where they're going and take off like a rocket to demonize people. Nope. Mm-mm. And they want you to take personal responsibility for why they believe what they believe. You'll always end up lamenting over something with these energies. Nope. They want you to take personal responsibility for their depression. That had nothing to do with you. Nope. They could have asked you questions up front, or they could have taken a minute to say, I don't like to gossip, something, whatever. Who knows? They want you to take responsibility for them rushing and hearing lies about you and believing it. So, whatever. And nothing to do with you. Is a death card. Yeah, something is over. Something is over. What's hidden in the death card is the judgment card. That's an obsession with something, right? Like I said, whoever this Leo is, low vibrational. If y'all listen to my Leo videos, y'all know, just like I give y'all kudos, I give them big kudos too. High vibrational Leos, I'm telling y'all, are so much fun, and they are so funny. It's not even funny. But somebody was dealing with an energy that was trying to loop you into some mess. Mm-mm. Yeah, with two energies for you. Mm-mm. The death card is Scorpio, ruled by the Tower card and the Pluto. And Pluto is currently retrograde. I want to say until October the 11th. Yeah. Yeah, here's Dame of Pentacles here. Somebody was trying to back somebody up against the wall and saying somebody was depressed, trying to cause somebody to cry. I mean, it's just too much drama. Y'all got so much good news coming across your path. And I'm just saying, I'm talking about like triple good news coming across your path. Um, and that should be something that, looking at your cards here, Cancer, that you should become more familiar with. Some good news coming across your path, like you and somebody are very responsible. Y'all can hold things down. Y'all are conservative with your money. You got multiple streams of income coming in. Y'all are very wealthy in spirit. That's what I'm seeing here in your cards. Incredibly smart. You're gaining more information and knowledge. You're increasing. And this is what the moon in Gemini is about. Somebody is learning something new to fill your mind up with something else. Something is coming to an end for you and somebody, because it's just a turn off. It is really a turn off. And something has been growing for you and two other people. Something is just a turn off. Yeah. So, like I said, you're just getting grounded. Yep. You're getting grounded. So your enemy's plan backfired, but I'm telling you, what's coming your way, when I tell you what's coming your way, is so much bigger. And I'm telling, this is some really good news coming your way. What is coming your way is so much bigger than because there was a purpose and a plan. Somebody needed to find out something. You needed to find out something for yourself, um, because somebody was like, okay, I got a feeling that somebody's not telling the truth about something. I feel like something's being demonized here. I'm telling you, this is mm, very powerful. Somebody said, I got a feeling something is, not sure, something is not right here. So, yeah. Mm-hmm. So that's good. So, yeah. Yeah, you're walking away. All of this is genderless here. You're walking away from something here. Again, somebody would have walked away. In hindsight, it's 2020. You would have been walked away from something. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Because just to even hear something is just depressing. So that is what I'm hearing for you. I mean, that's what I'm seeing for you. But like, a lot of good things are coming your way. So for those of you who want a romantic relationship, it's headed your way. Job coming somebody's way. Like, there's something, there's no debate. But yeah, somebody is done. I'm talking about you're done with dealing with people who see you as you and somebody as competition. So nope, nope, nope. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Anything else, source? Anything else? Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's it. I think that's it. Yeah. Yep, I think that's it. All right. That's it. Bye.